This weekend, I saw the movie Sinners, and it was a remarkable, not was, it is a remarkable body of work. And so, shout out to everybody who put that together. I really wanted to talk about were the things that resonated with me as an Afro-Caribbean American. So, the first point and concept that resonated with me was the conversation around religion and spiritual practice. I love that they made the vampire Irish, especially for him to be as old as he was, to be witness to the overtaking of Ireland, especially at the hands of the church. That was important to me, as well as seeing Annie doing her hoodoo spiritual practices. And the reason that is because I'm Afro-Caribbean American, but for people who are unfamiliar with our history, even I am not familiar with all the parts of our history. The Caribbean became sort of a melting pot for the British Empire or European empires, because Spain was there, the Dutch were there, the French were there, England was there, and they obliterated so many cultural practices in bringing people together to funnel money to their empires. Seeing, and this is what I said on my TikTok live yesterday, Ryan Coogler has a gift for making villains that you literally empathize with. You empathize and sympathize with, where you're like, they are kind of right. He is kind of right. He has a right to be that angry. He does have a right for that. Seeing him as opposed to seeing Annie, who probably lives in a place where they have so much fear and loss, but she still is devout in her spiritual practices that have been passed down to her through her ancestry, in spite of having religion forced upon them. In spite of all of that, they still pass down ancestral practices. And to me, that's something so many of us who are now descendants of the transatlantic slave trade, it's something that a lot of us deal with. When you think about voodoo, not just hoodoo, when you think about voodoo, when you think about Santeria, when you think about Obe, a lot of our ancestors still did these practices behind closed doors, and they still incorporated elements of Christianity, even though it was the oppressor's religion. It resonated with me because of how I've had to get closer to listening to my ancestors and revering God, especially in times of deep, catastrophic pain. Going to God and asking for guidance and asking for your ancestors to help you, and they showing up and doing that for you. That is and continues to be a profound thing in my life. And so to see that on film and to see Ryan bring that through his writing, and to see the cast and the actors and the music bring that through, that was just very important to me. A second point that I'd like to talk about is Sammy's gift. I just did a video where I talk about my lore and how I'm a twin. So I am a twin. Twins run in my family. My brother's talent, like I dance ballet, my brother's talent was music. He could play a lot of musical instruments. And they used to pair us up. People love that. Oh my God, one twin can play, one twin can dance. And on in life, we attracted a lot of people who, I would say, appended their hopes and dreams to us. And a lot of people don't see it as a lot of a negative thing. They look at you and they want you to do well, because you doing well means something for other people. That pretty much became my brother and mine's life, where it was like we had our talents and our crafts, but they weren't just for us. They were for a community. They were for other people to enjoy. And, people don't usually mean harm by that, but it does cause harm. It causes people who now no longer want to dance on stage, right? Like as soon as I could get out of dancing in school, I ran. I was like, I want my gift for me. Like, this is mine. And I saw that story play out with Sammy. And again, the vampire. The vampire just wanted to be with his family again. And it's sad. But to go and turn so many people into vampires just to get that one boy, to end so many people's lives, to try to prevent people from being able to do what they want just so you can have that one person's talent is, very selfish. We see that a lot in systems and people, and I want to say that it's also an opportunity to be self-aware and to self-reflect. When am I doing that in my life? When am I treating people like a means to an end, right? When are they just a piece on my little chess or checkerboard? Because, a lot of people think they're playing chess. A lot of people are not. I want those of you who are gifted and talented to always have the discernment to know when people are pushing you to do things that do not align with what you are here to do. Again, those of you who are talented and gifted in different things, know when people are navigating you towards an end that is not for you. the best thing about Sammy is, in spite of what his twin cousins wanted for him, most importantly, one of the twins wanted him to live a life that he could choose to live. Smoke said, leave that boy alone, let him live his life. And Sammy's father wanted him to be in the church. Sammy's father wanted him to drop the guitar. Sammy got in that car, took that guitar, and ran to Chicago like he said he would. He did what he felt called to do. So those are my 2 points from the Sinners movie. Those are the 2 things that resonated with me, that I felt called to deliver. And let me know what resonated with you. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Don't be a stranger, okay? No, we're not family over here. I don't know you like that. But we can all be in community together. Bye.